Let's do it.
This man royally screwed me this week. Absolutely destroyed me mentally this week. Goose, do you want to explain and emotionally, Goose, do you want to explain to the people what you did?
I have that effect on most people, especially girls. So,
Fair enough. Hey, hey, it came from you. It came from you. I don't have to say anything.
Heartbreaker. What can I say? Basically, Ray has been looking for a dog for a while, and I have a cousin who's a vet, or she's starting to be a vet. So she works at a vet place close to the area, and I've gave her a buzz and said, if anything comes across your way, let me know and I'll speak to Ray. She called me up and she said she has a 6-week staffy puppy that was left in the park, and it was brought into the vet shop. So she goes, we'll do some checks on it, and if you want it, we'll let you know if there's any problems with the dog, which is very important because she told me that the dog itself had like a limp in the back of the leg. So I told Ray's like, okay. He goes, what's the worst case scenario if there's a problem with the dog? I go, worst case scenario, the dog has a bad hip, needs a hip replacement, something along the lines of 8-9K. He goes, okay, well, other than paying the 8-9K, what are other options? I go to pound, I guess. He goes, all right, tell him I want it. I told my cousin, and she asked, what if he doesn't pay? I go, if Ray doesn't pay, we'll probably take it to the pound, I guess. So she goes, okay, tell Ray the dog's his. We don't think he has a problem, the dog, but you got to let the dog grow up at least 6 months to a year so you can actually see through x-rays whether it needs a hip replacement or not. So I told Ray.
Goose tells me it's all good, stat. And I go, great. I go, when we picking her up? He goes, Wednesday. So last Wednesday. I go, lovely. So Tuesday I go out and I buy all the stuff I need for a dog. Buy a bed, buy a carry case because I've got to take it to Campbelltown, my parents' place, buy some bowls, all that sort of stuff, buy pee pads so that the dog doesn't piss all over the house. Then
piss pads.
Goose. Then Tuesday.
So my cousin gives me a call and she goes, we gave the dog to someone else. And I go, why? Because you told us you're going to give it to Ray. She goes, well, we were going to give it to Ray, but then a lady came in. I don't know how she knew we had the dog. Told us she had kids, dogs, a massive backyard, and she's happy to pay for the surgery. And when the head vet heard that, he goes, I'm giving it to this lady where I know the dog's not going to be sent to the pound if it has a problem, unlike Ray. So I had to meet up with Ray and tell him, because, despite the rules, I can't really tell this over the phone. And I had to tell him to his face that he's not getting the dog because they're under the impression that he's a ruthless killer and he's going to give it to the pound.
Yeah.
So how did the conversation transpire? So I need reactions.
Well, we went for a walk because Stat, you were there. We went for a walk. We're allowed to go for walks. And may I first ask, before we do get into that, Joseph, did I ever tell you once that I was going to take the dog to the pound?
No, you just asked for worst case
scenario. Okay. So I never told you once that I would take the dog to the RSPCA, nor did I tell you that I wasn't going to take care of the dog, correct?
No, like I said, yeah.
I just wanted to have that on the record. Anyway, Stat, back to your question.
Yeah, so no, I was there, but I didn't feel like it was. It doesn't feel right explaining from my end. So I need you to tell me how it happened, how he said it to you, okay, and the immediate feeling after.
So Joseph, the lovely man he is, comes for a walk, and we start walking, we start talking, and I go, by the way, what's going on with the dog? Are we picking her up tomorrow or what? And ladies and gents, you see pictures of this dog. She is cute. Stat's not even a dog person, and he found it cute.
Yeah, but I found it so funny.
You go for the Bulldogs, you're not a dog person.
Who said I wasn't dog person?
No, like he doesn't think every dog on the planet's cute, but this one was cute. Anyway, so we start walking. I go, Goose, what's going on with this dog? Goes, yeah, bro. And he's just stuttering. He's stumbling over his words. I don't know what to say. Stat, like, I'm thinking, like, in my head, I'm thinking to myself, nah, this isn't how he's telling me that something went wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I was in denial, whatever. He goes, yeah, so they gave it away. I go, what do you mean? He goes, because you were going to give it to the pound or to the RSPCA, they didn't want to give it to you. They gave it to someone else. I go, who said I was giving it to the pound? He goes, I did. I go, why'd you say that? He goes, I don't know. He goes,
They asked, yeah.
He goes, Ray, I'm so sorry. I'm going to take the blame for this one. I go, as opposed to who else? Who else is taking the blame?
Hey, Goose, you know what, bro? Good on you.
What do you mean?
You know what? Hey, look, someone had to take the blame, and it was you. And mate, that's just, mate, I respect that.
Stato.